Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday, this Monday, August 8th of 2022, and welcome to the peak of the Lion's Gate portal. And y'all know it's officially Leo. Well, the sun is officially in Leo at this time. And we have this Lion's Gate energy going on. Y'all know I had to have my mane out. Leo gang. What's up? Hey guys. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to August 8th and welcome to the Lion's Gate. Now, I will say we have been feeling the effects of Lion's Gate leading up to this moment, but this moment that we are reaching the peak of the heights of this energy. And you know, I will say it does. I will agree. I heard myself say after that, and it feels good. And I will agree. I will agree with that. I will co-sign on that one. It does feel good. It's strange. It's so strange. And there's so much uncertainty ahead. And yet there is a feeling of release, definitely. But the better word for it is relief. And part of what I've been channeling or part of how I've been coming to understand the energies of crossing through this portal and what this feels like, I don't know if this is in general or maybe just this time around, but part of this feels like the universe has been working to break us free of certain realities in our life that that are rooted in belief structures and systems of belief. Whether that's belief, whether this is built through trauma and negative experiences, or it's built through seemingly positive experiences, but now things have changed and you're seeing a darker side, or at the very least a different side, and that compromises the frame, the structure, the integrity of this structure. And thus it feels, standing on this side of the energy now that we're in it, like fully, like at the peak of it, it feels like there's a sense of freedom from all of these things, but it's this very lack of structure that is giving you, or at least lack of a specific or certain structure or certain type of structure, that is giving you the freedom to go forward towards what it is we're truly meant to be going forward towards anyway. Having gone through and learned from this previous process that we are now, yes, Spirit just said seeking freedom from, seeking liberation from, have always been seeking freedom from, but now are finding a certain level of it that leaves us feeling discombobulated or confused or uncertain or unsure. But one of the biggest aspects, at least for myself speaking up until this point, as I look back in what's gone on for me for the last, like, we'll say 2 years, in retrospect, all of that has consistently been teaching me a lesson of faith. And it has been a consistent effort by the universe, by my higher self, by my guides, whatever you want to say it is. It has been a consistent effort to show me who it is I can truly, and what it is I can truly rely in and on. And that's always been the universal energies, God, source, creator, however you want to say that one, however it resonates for you. And it's that, and at the same time, to the rational and logical mind, that doesn't make sense, because we barely even understand the universe, let alone God. For many individuals, God is still just a concept, not a reality. Or not necessarily as firm and concrete of a reality as it could be, should God be seen as what God is, us, the universe, everything around us, everything that supports us and gives us life, yes, but everything that we've come from that will sustain the life because we're here for a reason. This is not arbitrary. Although but to the rational mind, that doesn't make sense. How do you have faith strong, unwavering faith in something that you can't see. Well, see, I don't even want to say that, because you can see it, touch it, taste it, smell it, feel it in the physical. By interacting with the physical is it. The physical is the universe. The physical is a representation of God, just like you are. God's first that, I mean, it's right here in front of you. And what Spirit just said, what we are choosing to miss is that we were given the power to create our own realities. And in many cases, that reality is effectively being controlled by others whom we are allowing to control. I know this is triggering, and I know this is like, sounds like Spirit is trivializing this, but we have the power here. The people, the individual, you, I, we, us, all together, we have the power. We are not powerless. And that's what makes this point where we are right now so important. Because while there is nothing, it feels like where there's so much uncertainty. I don't know what's going to happen next. What now, Spirit? It's like we're standing in this space, kind of like exhausted, but like standing there like, okay, what's next? But you see, that's the point. You are still here to ask what is next. That's where the faith comes in. So while you're standing here like, okay, well, what's the universe going to throw at me now? Recognize that things are so blank because you have the power to create this now. You have the space. Not that you have the power, excuse me. You've always had the power, but now you have the space. Or you're beginning to have the space. It just feels like an empty, open space right now. It doesn't really even feel, it has no definition yet. And that's scary. That's really scary. There's so much uncertainty there. Lester. Do you hear Lester? Dante. Yeah, it's a version of the void. Hi, everybody. Pages, Queen B. Oh, Queen B, you're on YouTube today. Okay, cool. Pages, Queen B, R, Jeannie, Howard, Teak, Teak, Diamond, Frost, Josiah, Universal Passage, Mama Pipla, Bonjour Bunny, Ethereal Royalty. Hello, everybody. Happy Lionsgate, you guys. I mean, it's just like, it's one wild ride, isn't it? It is one insanely wild ride right now. I woke up today. You know, I woke up today in a really strong level of detachment. A really strong level of detachment. Like, in terms of, okay, so you know, I started this new discipline thing where I get up every morning and I do my stretches and my meditations, and then I get to work 11:11 on the clock. Hi, Gabs. To this morning, I woke up and I was like, you know what? I could do that, or maybe I won't do that today. I ended up doing it. But a level of detachment that's just like, you know, I guess this detachment for me is coming from what I experienced last week, that put the reality of the fact that I have very limited control over what actually happens in physical reality. Very little control. That was like pushed way up into my face last week. And so from that space, still reeling from that a bit, because let me tell you, man, that was a doozy, but I am grateful for friends and good times. But man, there's just a level of, okay, so if I really don't have that control, so much control, why do I need to be so rigid then? And this is where I kind of have trouble with Saturn and this disciplinarian thing. It's like you were literally playing with fire. Oh boy. I hope you're well. I love TLC too. This is one of my favorite shirts. I haven't worn this shirt in a long time. Now I think, oops, I've forgotten. What was I saying? Oh man. I totally lost what I was going to talk about. Saturn. Thank you. So Saturn, this is the trouble with Saturn that I've had growing up, because, and maybe this is just a matter of something that I've lived in my experience. It's almost kind of been, it's been a bit of a, it's almost been a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, although I feel like I knew this was coming anyway. Like, it was in the blueprint of my lifetime. And so this is why, again, Saturn retrograde, I was born with Saturn retrograde in my 4th house. Okay. So, I've always had this trouble, and I always chalked it up to, oh, I'm just being rebellious, and and blah, 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 and ego, and blah, 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 and all that kind of bullshit. But no, it was a very real thing. You tell me to do all of this all the time, stay consistent, and I do it, and then it doesn't happen. So what did I just put all that work into that for? I watched something today, and another thing about explaining the lifetime of a millennial, and because I am one of them. I was born in 87. And it was one of the things that sticks out from that video today was that message today was the fact that there are just all these promises that were never fulfilled, that never followed through, that never came through. Why am I, and that was, and now let me say it this way. I didn't go to college. Not that I mean, I didn't want to go to college right out of high school. I was not ready for college right out of high school. I barely got through high school. Like, college was not going to be good for me at that time. Now, at this point in my life, I've grown enough in a level of self-awareness where I could get myself through college if I really wanted to. Like, if I really wanted to do it, I could totally do it, and I know how I could do it now, but I could not do it back then. And one of my things was I cannot sit in another classroom and have someone try and shove something down my throat that is going to be of no use to me. Little to no use to me. I am not the type of person that just wants to learn everything. I want to learn what I am specifically in tune with. I'm very focused in that way. Otherwise, I don't want to use that faculty. Okay? I just want to be here and have a good time, because it's very hard for me to focus. But anyway, this has kind of been my problem with like disciplinarianism and what Saturn has kind of traditionally represented in astrology and human psyche and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, Saturn's retro in your 7th. Yeah, that's right. And now, Pages, that makes sense that Saturn would be retrograde for you too, because we were born around the same time. School should not be pushed as a temple for everyone. You did go to college, but it almost destroyed your mental. Exactly. And my mental health was in no way, shape, or form in any sort of fitness for that. Let alone the demands, the intellectual demands, but then also the social demands. Oh no, that would have been an absolute recipe for disaster for me, mentally and emotionally. Oh my God, I was not ready for that. And I look back on it now and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could have done it. But at the same time, I understand it would not have been like that, what the dream is, had I been there at that time. Now I could do it. Now I could totally do it now and love it. I'm also 35. So like, so come on. But whatever. That wasn't, I mean, like that. How did I even get onto Saturn? What were we talking about? Oh, so part of how this is kind of manifesting for me, there is a freedom here. There is a liberation here. I have been going through a lot of those Saturnian-like structures, but the real dogmatic and controlling, manipulative societal standards and all of that type of bullshit, that has really what I've been coming up against lately. And all of my conditioning and again, towards what it is I always truly wanted to do versus what I was led towards or kind of pushed or forced into. Not that I couldn't necessarily do what I wanted to do, but I had to do all this other stuff first. And what serving that was doing all this other stuff first, what that served was someone else's idea of who I am and what I should be doing with myself and my life. And I am not sitting here saying that I am the only one that's gone through this. Everyone has experienced this. But what is really, I feel, for the collective, and at least what I've been going through, is confronting or coming right up against those narratives that say I can't do something. Those narratives that say I can't sit here and stream online and talk to you guys about energy and ascension and a spiritual awakening and astrology and divination, while also sitting here playing video games with you guys and being stupid and being kids and being friends and hanging out and having fun together. And like, there was in this video that I was watching about the millennials today, I feel like I should probably find it and show it to you guys, because I'm sure there are a lot of you here that would like to see it. But it went through millennial art and millennial films and TV shows and everything like that, and talked about like the narrative that's coming through in the millennial life. And wait, hold on, damn it, where was I going with that? Shit, it just slipped away from me. Oh, it was so slippery, so sneaky, so slippery. Fuck, where was I? We were talking about Saturn and how it's breaking that. Oh, something that this person said, and this was from a perspective of someone that was an older millennial and did all the things and compromised on his morals and ended up regretting the things that he had done just to get what he has, which was that dream that was sold, like the American dream that was sold to everyone, okay? And a phrase he said was, basically doing makeup tutorials on the internet is not a career. That narrative, that pushback, that wall. Why? I am going to share it right now. Because actually, yes, I'm going to, hold on. Let me find it. But that, for me specifically, there are so many things that I always loved to do as a kid, and I was always interested in: music, DJing, dancing, which I ultimately did. I did dance as a kid, but also singing, at which I had a lot of conditioning about, and like ended up smoking and hating my voice and blah 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 and all kinds of shit. And I'm not trying. I mean, like this is shit that people grow up with. I mean, no one is a stranger to any of this shit. I am nothing new. I am nothing novel. Like, yes, many of us, all of us, have been here in certain ways. Okay, I get it. But I've been confronting all of this, and the message has been, why? Why can't I be a DJ? Why can't I make a career out of being a DJ? Why can't I make a career out of making music? Like, it's the typical like dynamic between being an artist and being, I don't know, a business person, for lack of a better term, or whatever else you want to call it, whatever umbrella you want to put it under. You know what I mean? That age-old dynamic. Why? Why not? You were raised to be a caregiver for your mom, never told you could do anything or be anything else than that. When you broke away from it, you were, and you're when you were 24 and you're still figuring out what you're meant to do at 47. Yes. Yeah. That's kind of scary, but yeah. And actually, to be honest with you, Queen Bee, and not to make this about age, but also as a human being that goes through aging, that ages, you can't completely disregard it, okay? Age is going to be a part of this, and I can only imagine at 47, but like, I just hit 35 this year, and I'm starting to be like, okay, I'm starting to turn around and look at the universe and be like, okay, universe, like, what's up? Dude, I'm like 35 years old. Not to say that I'm old by any stretch of the imagination, but like, something's got to give some point, right? And then of course there's that age-old adage of, oh, well, you know, what's his name? Colonel Sanders didn't make his fortune till he was in his 60s. Fuck you, okay? Like, yes, okay, thank you for the guidance. I'm grateful, but like, also screw you. Screw you, actually. That doesn't change any of the way that it feels or it seems or it comes across right now. So what you're trying to tell me, that I have to wait another 30 fucking years? Like, what? Patience, right? But patience, though. Oh God. Anyway, I was looking for That's what I was doing. I was looking for that video. Hold on, I'll find it for you. I will find it. Oh yeah, failed promises. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes, indeed. Okay, here it is. They can miss me with the patience BS. Yes. So many layers to existence, never such a thing as having had made it. Stop telling me be patient. Yo, straight up and down, you guys. Infinite patience is not a virtue. I know that's right. I know that's right. Me and my guides insist the big times don't come for another 10 years. Excuse me, rude. Yes, okay. This is the video. I was talking. Jesus. I can't type. There we go. It's in the chat now. When does the patience become waiting forever? Yeah. Hi, Ivy. When does the patience become waiting for? So okay, guys. So here's the thing. Since we're all in agreement with that energy, right? Since okay, let me show you. I want to put you onto this perspective, because I've actually been thinking a lot about this too. And Mel, you said it perfectly. When does patience just become waiting forever? And then I sit back, and once I hear waiting forever, I'm like, well, wait a second. What am I waiting for? Why am I waiting for all of this to happen? Maybe what is supposed to be happening is what's happening right now. This is probably going to start to sound pretty cliche, but then that takes me back around to, okay, so instead I should just, maybe there's a part of me that's been settling into, what if this life what I'm supposed to be experiencing now in life is exactly this? What I am going through right now. I am a DJ at heart. I totally am a DJ. You knew? Oh my God. Yes. Okay. You woman, we're right here. We're right here. Okay. It's great. I loved it. You're going to love it too. It's great. And so then I say to myself, okay, so what am I learning right now? Faith. I'm learning faith because I am in the process of regaining my faithful connection with the universe. I'm in the process of regaining my understanding that it's actually the universe that is the one sole provider that I need to put all of my faith and my power into. And that means going within. Like I said already, everything that I've gone through over the last 2 years has done nothing but teach me who and what really has my back. And that's the universe. Because each and every time, the universe has been on my side and made sure I had what I needed at all times. Whereas human beings, external circumstances, can't always be trusted. I don't know how else to say that without being, while being, not trying to like really throw shade or anything like that, but I just heard the universe is your one and only source of true desired fulfillment. But that's really because that is you. You are an extension of this universe. You are these universal energies. You are made of the same things that these planets that circle this one star of our sun. You are the same thing that those planets are made of. You just have a different combination that creates you that as you are. You are the same thing. You are this universe. You are this energy. So you don't need anything external to you. So if, as a millennial then, okay, if I've learned anything, it's that my gut, my intuition, in terms of not wanting to have to put all of my faith and all of my stock and all of my investment and all of my belief in these external human created, human created institutions. My shadow decided to call them indoctrinating entities, but take it as you will. Take it as you will. But I never wanted to trust that. I never wanted to pay into that. It all seemed like malarkey and bullshit. Something wasn't right. And everything that I'm going through now is teaching me that I should just trust my connection with the universe then. And let whatever's gonna happen out here happen. That, for me, is how this understanding of, or this feeling of openness is where it's coming from. I guess it's really coming from a level of letting go, releasing control, and just going with the flow even more. I mean, that's what we've been doing, right? Hey, Anna, we've been live for about 30 minutes now. You had to learn to associate worrying with a, quote, lack of faith. Yes, to stop it from becoming the difficult emotion for everything you didn't have automatic answers to. Yes, it was a very difficult habit to break. Yes, exactly. Letting go of worry. To be so conscious of your emotional state that you are able to transmute it before it even surfaces physically and emotionally is an important spiritual skill, like lifting spiritual weights. Exactly. Spiritual, emotional, even mental strength training. Absolutely 100%. So it feels like getting into this portal here, we're really stepping into the unknown. Here I do. We're stepping into the unknown. We're stepping out. I literally feel like we're stepping out of the fog. Yeah. The Chosen Yogi, what's up? Welcome in. Happy Monday to you. Happy Lionsgate portal to you. Welcome to the SIP. It feels like as I literally see us coming out of a doorway, loud flash. It's almost like we're stepping out, the doors to a club open up and you're stepping out into darkness, which is just the unknown. It's not anything bad. You're just stepping out. And as you're stepping through this doorway, there's all this like smoke and haze billowing out from the door behind you. And you're stepping into just clear and open space. Card shuffling sounds. Yes, Justine, welcome in. Do your thing, boo. All right, last shuffle. So for this Lionsgate portal then, do it. Cheers, y'all. You know what? Let me spark a little myself. It's just... This is just a cigarette. But it is a American Spirit natural rolled cigarette. Hey. Okay. Lionsgate portal. Messages for the collective. Messages. You haven't slept because you felt the energy all of your body and you weren't tired. Yes. Well, this portal, this Lionsgate portal energy would definitely leave you feeling... energized for sure. In many cases, I totally see that. That resonates. All right. Messages for the collective. All right. Actually, I'm going to give this one more shuffle. Lionsgate portal. Okay, so walking out. Entering. I'm literally feeling energies of leaving some sort of cult behind. Some of you, or maybe some of the people around you, may be leaving certain cults, certain strong religious sects. But this also could be you leaving a collective consciousness behind, a level of 3 of Cups energy, what is it? A hive mind, a certain hive mind mentality. And you're stepping out into the unknown. And what I'm getting as I'm viewing this energy of this person exiting this one state of consciousness or awareness and entering into another, and I'm getting what, like, adults used to say to kids sometimes of like, yeah, go on out there then, you grown, go on out there. But I hear this coming from people around you, or just from these energies that you're stepping out of, because they're trying to fill you with a sense of doubt, whether it is they're trying to keep their claws in you and have control over you and eventually affect you enough to have you come running back out of fear, or because they fear it themselves and they don't want to see you go out there and make the same mistakes they did, as if you are the same person. Or they are so wrapped up in their own fear, and they're blinded to the reality of the situation, or the fact that you're stepping out there is triggering them and they're pissed off, so they're trying to knock you down a peg. Whatever it is, that's what I feel like the energy you're exiting out of. So regardless as to the specifics here, this could just resonate for you in terms of whatever mindset, whatever structures, belief systems that you are releasing yourself from, you are finding yourself being released from as we cross through this 888 Lionsgate portal. It has something to do with indoctrination, fear, shame, guilt, fear, and indoctrination, subjugation, subjugation. Desiring to subjugate someone in some way. That seems to be what the general energy of what you're stepping out of is. Okay, now you have some cards here. Gosh, that's beautiful. So as this figure, this individual, this energetic being, this human form that I'm seeing, I'm not seeing masculine or feminine, I'm just seeing an energetic form of what would be a human being, outline even, exiting this one space, entering into a void, a new space. I'm hearing a haven, really. For many of you, you're coming out of this old thing and it's just really loud and noisy in there and discombobulating. But now, as you're entering into this new space, you're finding peace, you're finding silence, you're finding stillness. And it's relieving. It's so relieving. But it's kind of scary at the same time too, because you're really out there. You're literally out there on your own, meaning you're outside of the indoctrination, or you're outside of the subjugation, or you're outside of the training, the conditioning, the lock and key, the restriction. You are out of the restriction. You are out of the confinement. Confinement and restriction doesn't have to be bad. But whatever it is, this is for you, it feels relieving to let go of it, or to be freed of it, okay? But you're out there on your own, so to speak. But you know what that also means? That means that you can create your own structure now, because you're outside of the confines of that one. And that's kind of what makes this scary. First thing to do is work on your defenses. And I don't mean get hyper vigilant and be scared of everything that comes to you, but at least have some sort of energetic protection. See yourself shielded, protected, loved, cared for, not and put here for a reason, not thrown out here arbitrarily just for shits and giggles, or because you were forgotten about or something like that. No, you were put here for a reason. Go create your space. You have the willpower, the drive. And frankly, by now, it feels like through this arc of progression we have been going through, that has been reshaping our sense of selves over all of this time, about 2 years really. At this point, I feel like you have enough of an understanding of your navigation system, which are your emotions, to lead you to a very precise location. But see, that's also why you've been kind of dropped out here, because you can navigate on your own now. And no, by the way, keep in mind, we're not telling you you're on your own. You still have your same spirit guides, same team, maybe not. Maybe you have less, or just different guides now. That makes sense. You had guides when you were in whatever it is you just came out of, and now you have a new revamped version of your guides, but they're still there. You still have guides. You are never alone. But now you get to navigate on your own. And that's really cool. Like for some of you, that just sank in and it just felt so good. That's awesome. So what you have here in the cards, hello, Serenity of Soul. Welcome in. In the cards, you have the Empress. I want to say the High Priestess, though. Unicorns are guides for many of us here, for sure. You have the Empress, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. The Empress is you entering into this field. The waterworks. Get it, girl. Let the waterworks flow. Let me tell you, I cried this weekend. Pegasus. Ooh, I love Pegasi. Is that how you say the plural, Pegasi? I cried my eyes out this weekend. I ended up taking, hello, African Oneness. I ended up taking a trip. I went and spent the weekend with a friend. Kind of the weekend. Saturday night into like Sunday afternoon with a friend out in Ponce, which is like an hour and a half drive. And I really wanted to do that because I just wanted to drive and I needed the catharsis of like driving somewhere and ending up in like another town that I've never seen before and being able to get out of my regular space and y'all, as I was driving to Ponce, man, I cried my eyes out. Cried my eyes out. And one of the things that I was thinking at the time was there has got to be something for me. There has to be something for me out here. And that's where we come back to that lesson, that message of faith. Because there is. You will get there. It's just the process that you're under or that you're in. That's really the most important part of all of this. So even those negative feelings that you're feeling right now, even in all of the ways that you may be cursing the universe or even cursing yourself, how could you do this to me? What is going on? When is this going to end? Blah, 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 blah. Even that is meant for you to be going through. So don't push it away and don't beat yourself up about it. Don't beat yourself up for being angry with yourself or angry with the universe or angry with the circumstances. You're supposed to be. But you're supposed to be so that you can feel it, express it, experience it, and learn from it, and grow from it, expand from it. Be a better version of yourself because of it than you were before. So don't push any of that away. Emotions do suck a lot. But I used to be that kid that didn't want to cry, even though I probably would cry pretty easily. I've always been very sensitive. But I've come to actually really love crying. Because it feels so good to get it out. Even though what I'm going through is really heartbreaking, and that's why I'm crying to begin with. The actual act of crying, the catharsis from crying is one of the best. So relieving. No, I'm not saying I am encouraging you to go out there and make yourself cry. Look for reasons to cry, but I love Paramore. Paramore is one of my absolute favorite bands. Love Paramore. And I don't know 21 Pilot. I probably know like some of their musics. Some of their songs. I've probably heard them somewhere, but off the top of my head, I don't. Anyway, continuing with the cards here. The Empress, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. This is you entering into that space. The Empress is that open space. The Ace of Swords is the knowledge that you can do it. And the Ace, I do know 21 Pilots. Anyway. And Ace of Cups is the love to do it. This is what you're entering into. And this is what you're being released from. 10 of Swords to the Ace of Swords. To the Page of Swords. Similar to Paramore with male vocal. I'm sure I've heard them. I'm sure I have at some point. Okay, so when I'm looking at this 10 of Swords and this Page of Swords here. And I feel like this is you having ended the past or coming out of the past Oh, that's cute, Jeannie. Coming out of the past and seeking something new. But with this Page of Swords energy, you're not seeking any old thing. I feel like you are very specific about what it is you're seeking moving forward. Okay. But that's really all I have. Very discerning with this Page of Swords energy. Having learned a great deal from the past. Letting go of the past. Having learned from the past. Where did the cards go? Here they are. Page of Wands now. A brand new you. A new way of expressing yourself, I'm hearing. A new way of life, a new way of thinking. That is leading to a redirection of your passions. I feel like in this Page of Swords energy that you're in now, you are not going to give any energy to anything that is not in alignment with you, your passion, your drive. Very specific, very precise placement of your creative manifestational energies. If it doesn't drive you, then it doesn't happen. Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse next. Page of Wands again. Okay, and the Lovers. Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse, but this is kind of speaking to... Yep, exactly. Also not giving time and energy to things that upset your peace. Yep. Yeah, the energy of today forced a purge for you, Justine, because as you cried over something you had thought you had healed from. Yeah, that's another aspect of this layered healing type of energy. Okay, but what I'm getting with this Hermit in reverse and the Page of Wands again, I feel like the Hermit in reverse is a time period of introspection that has now completed. And you're emerging from that in this new sense of self, Spirit just said. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. You have the Lovers, the Four of Pentacles, the Tower, the King of Cups. Strength to the Queen of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, really just the Lovers, though. Everything else below that was what we were talking about, where you came from. That the Four of Pentacles, the Tower, and the King of Cups is a representation of the transformational process, that which you let go of through some sort of big event. Ten of Swords. The Tower here is what's represented by this Ten of Swords energy you had. Ten of Swords to the Page of Swords, right? That's this Tower situation, and you had to have the strength, the emotional strength to overcome it. King of Cups. And go through that scorpionic death transformational type of energy. And now you stand here. That all described the Hermit in reverse. And now you stand here, Page of Wands, having the opportunity to make a new decision, the Lovers, on how to move forward. See, again, very precise on where it is you put your energies into, or what it is you put your energies into moving forward. Talk about the Lovers, please. Tell me about the Lovers, please. What's the Lovers? Okay, the Lovers. Five of Wands. Ooh, the Five of Wands is reversed. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I like this. Okay, inner conflict is done. Inner conflict is gone. So, okay, not to say that inner conflict is gone so you can make the decision. No, we still have to figure out which way to go. But what this is saying so far with this Five of Wands reversed in relation to the Lovers, or this choice, the inner conflict is done. You have reached a greater sense, a higher sense of union. You've reached a higher sense of union to allow you to make this very important, very precise decision. The Lovers with the Page of Swords. Gemini energy. Mercury, third house. Conversation. Commerce, maybe. The Lovers. King of Swords now. Aquarian influence. Deliberation. Deliberational. Deliberate. Intention. Awareness. Seeing clearly. Objectivity. King of Swords. With the Lovers. Lots of air energy. You do have the Ace of Cups here. So this is all, there is a lot of air energy here. There is the Ace of Swords. There's the King of Swords, Page of Swords, the Lovers, which represents Gemini. All of this is air, logical, mental energy. It is balanced with, it's tempered with love. You do have this Ace of Cups here. You now have the Hanged Man. So that's another way of this being tempered or balanced. Awareness, understanding, higher awareness, change in perspective. Knight of Pentacles reversed. King of Cups again. Okay. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, 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 yes. You have grown very wise, my friend. Very, very wise. You have come to the understanding of just because you're not showing effort doesn't mean you don't have effort to give. Let me say that again. Just because you are not showing effort doesn't mean you don't have any effort to give. Now that can be very tricky because there are some sociopaths or narcissists or very self-centered people that will take that and run with it and be like, yeah, I'm going to use that. Well, I'm not putting forth any effort, but that doesn't mean I can't. It's just, I don't want to. Okay. So find something to put effort into. Like I'm not trying to say that. But for some of us here, that's something that we needed to overcome. But we needed to overcome it because that was stemming from a sense of lacking in awareness or connection with, rootedness, groundedness into what it is you truly have to give, i.e. your value. Because you're, in terms of society or whatever it is that you are breaking free from at this moment, that you are finding yourself free from at this moment, that your worth, your self-worth was all driven or was all guided by or built upon how others saw you. So you were constantly having to perform in these outlandish ways, so to speak, just to win the approval of others, just so that you could feel like you have some sense of value. But honey, you do have that value intrinsically within you. So no, you really don't have to be showing any effort in anything to understand that you have intrinsic value. And now that you are connected to this sense of self-worth, deeply so, you are not willing to put forth effort that doesn't reflect or reciprocate that value for you. So no, I don't have to be afraid of your judgments just because I'm not showing effort. Because when the proper opportunity presents itself, you best believe I will be showing up with nothing but my absolute best. The Queen of Pentacles is your overall energy to the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, look, to the High Priestess. All of this is derived from King of Swords, Page of Swords, the Hanged Man, really the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and the King of Cups. Because see, the King of Cups can weather any storm. Especially the emotional storms that others people throw upon, that project onto someone else with intentions of stirring up their own situations or whatever their intentions are. I don't know. I'm not here to speculate on that. I don't really fucking care. But this King of Pentacles can weather that. I'm sorry, King of Cups, excuse me, can weather that storm. Hold his own. So no. Just because you're coming at me chicken neck and talking out both sides of your mouth, really, upset with me because I'm not putting forth the effort, I don't want to be a part of this. This ain't it for me. I'm going this way. And thus you find yourself on the outside of this party, we'll say. Coming out of the smoke and mirrors, the haze and the illusion, the intoxication, the indoctrination, whatever you want to call it. So, this is all a good thing. But this is still kind of scary because you're in a void. You get to create it now. You don't have to put the effort into things you don't want to. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. Then stop doing it. It's only sending mixed messages to the universe, quite frankly. I will say, though, from my human perspective, it does feel like the universe is hell-bent on just knocking us around. But really, it's trying to get us to wake up, so I guess, okay. I guess that makes sense, right? I know who you are. You know who you are, and you don't have to prove that. You won't have to, or we don't have to keep overworking to get the bare minimum. Yeah. I really encourage you guys to check out that video that I put in the chat. Because it was very interesting. And there are a lot of, I mean, I pay attention to this whole millennial narrative because I do consider myself, I was born in 87, so technically I am one. I'm one of the older ones. But I pay attention to this narrative, and I will say that this video actually felt the most validating. Only because it seemed to, it really it encapsulated more of what I was feeling and what I wasn't able to put into words, or what I wasn't able to describe it, how I wasn't able to describe it myself. You saw 45 3 times in a row now. It just feels significant. Look that up. Wait. We should look that up. You're an ancient one, boy. You're at the very top. Born in 81. Yeah, definitely for sure. 45. What does 45? Well, 45th president. Every time I hear 45, I think about Trump. But no, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Put your efforts towards the things in your life that embrace and enhance who you truly are, your lifestyle choices, and your life in general. Be prepared to make necessary changes that will bring auspicious opportunities to advance you along your path. Trust that these changes will bring better into your life in all aspects. Angel number 45 indicates that your angels are asking you to prepare yourself to make necessary positive life changes. Trust that the angels are working closely with you as you experience these life changes and will help you with the transitions that will take place. Listen to your intuition and angelic guidance as to the appropriate steps to take. And this really just feels like the same thing I was saying. Like, if it's not worth it for you, if it's a waste of your time, then just stop doing it and do what is instead. I guess so, Mama. I would agree with that. Isn't that normal for the empath, though? They keep giving and giving until you figure out to give to yourself first. Yes, absolutely. That is part of the lesson of an empath. The years mean less to me than how a person grew up. Yeah. Like, did you ever use an atlas to go somewhere? That's a good point. I remember having to use a map. But I think MapQuests became popular by the time I was in high school, which was like early 2000. Oh no, even before that, actually, in the 90s, in the mid 90s, like right when the internet was, yeah, I remember using MapQuest, but I knew how to, oh, Jinxie, I could read a map. Hold on a second. Exactly, Ethereal. 4 and 5 is 9. Like the 555 and 999 energies. Oh boy. So anyway, that's our reading for the day, you guys. I really wish you well going through this portal. 9s and 5s. I have been too. My life path number is a 9. But yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Monday to you. True heroes. Nice. Ethereal. Nice. An oracle. Yes. An oracle. Crystal mandala. Yes. Is that okay? Crystal mandala. Does that work? Old faithful. Ooh, actually, you know what I want to do? Instead of that one, I want to do the liquid crystal deck. Oh, but I have to get the book. I actually want to go. I want to go with the liquid crystal. How about this one? Instead of the crystal mandala, the liquid crystal oracle deck. Yes. Yes, Ivy. Path Life 9s into his ass. Let me get the book. Look. Where's the bat? Where's the bat? Oh, I think there. Oh, Anna, thank you so much for that donation. There it is. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Let's get this oracle card, shall we? Shall we? Excellent. Oh no, you pooped your pants again. Well, I'm so sorry, darling. Maybe you should go and get that checked out. Yeah? I think that sounds great. I think you should just go get that checked out. All right, here we go. Closing message. Two more shuffles. Have a good day, Jeannie. Good luck with your meeting. It was good to see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Last shuffle here. All right. Closing message for the collective, please, Spirit, for this 888 Lionsgate portal. Ooh. Oh, wow. Look at this, you guys. We got Pearl. Purity. That's beautiful. And that's really what this feels like. It feels like a level of purification or having been purified. For sure. I mean, being purified would absolutely leave you with a feeling of a sense of relief. You know, and yeah, relief and release. Oh, I love that. There she is. Okay. Okay, your healing journey today when it comes to Pearl. Pearl has entered your life to deliver her message of feminine peace, balance, and trust to your current emotional state and process. She wants you to be aware of and believe in the cyclic nature of all things. Nothing is forever. All must change. All taking place around, all must change, evolve, and grow. Sometimes in the moment, we struggle to see the benefit in all taking place around us. It often takes time, trust, and truth, facilitated through action to unmask the cycle. Be patient and trust your feelings at this time. Let them create your future without fear. If you are a parent, very often the presence of Pearl is a symbol that our ways are interfering with those of our children, pushing them off their personal path. Take care in that department. Let your feelings be your guide, as often they will allow things the mind will not. In the coming days, take time out to see and be with the moon. Breathe her into your open heart and carry her with you always. You are in transition. Pearl is also a potent contact stone for the Lady Master Kuan Yin. She will be with you. She will be with you. Pearl often appears in life to unlock the hearts of those who have gifts in the realm of healing children. Oh my God, you guys, and we're ending the stream on one of my favorite songs here on this playlist. This is Lo-Fi Girl on YouTube, and when we started the stream, the last song that played before I started talking, I was listening to it and I was getting ready to talk, and I was like, oh no, this is once that groove set in, I was like, oh no, this is too good of a jam. We have to let this ride a little bit. And then now we're ending on one of my favorite songs in this stream. I really love this channel. The link to it is in the description box below. But you know, I also really love you guys. And I'm really grateful for your presence here. And I'm grateful to be able to be here with you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you all have an amazing day. Yes? And I look forward to connecting with you all again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.